everybody, welcome to the first video on this channel. I'm Kayla and I will be your beauty MUA for the day. My name is Kayla. I'm very new to YouTube. I'm an aspiring makeup artist. I am 16 years old. I'm currently still in high school going into my junior year, so I'm almost done. So in order to introduce myself and all of the brands that I love so much, I will be doing a favorites palettes video. I'll just be showcasing a few of my favorite palettes, touching on them and why I like them, also continuing on with the brands and why I like the certain brands, because I am very particular in the brands that I do use. And I just wanted to thank you guys for clicking on this video and supporting me and my channel. If you feel like even supporting me even more, you can totally hit that subscribe button, totally hit that like button, and leave a comment if I showed your favorite palette or anything else you want to see from me. And let's get on to the video. So the first palette I will be showcasing today is the Yes Please palette from ColourPop. This is actually the palette I'm wearing on my eyes today. I love this palette because of the colors in it, which I will get to in a second, but as stated on the internet by so many people, ColourPop just has such an amazing formula for such a low price, and I love the low price because that means I can buy more eyeshadows and just create more versatile looks. Opening the palette up, we can see that it's very well loved, definitely has a little bit of powder all over it because it is white, so it's kind of hard not to get powder all over it. So I really love using all of them and kind of combining them to make a nice look because they all go very well together. Definitely consider this palette an independent palette, and what I mean by that is based on the colors in it, you can complete a whole look without reaching for another palette, which I personally love because I don't want to be shuffling through palettes to look through a certain color. I love being able to pull one out and create a whole look based on that one palette. Great palette, moving on to the next one. Next palette we have is the Urban Decay Beached Eyeshadow Palette. And I'm a very big person with packaging. If you don't have good packaging, you don't have my attention, you know? It's the first thing you see. Like, that's what I need to be able to see in order to see, even look at the palette. Looking at the outside of the palette, we have a graphic design with the letters embossed, changing like the coloring on the letters, and the packaging is just, it's gorgeous. I wouldn't expect anything less from Urban Decay because I've never seen any Urban Decay packaging that I didn't enjoy. Inside of the palette, as you can see, it is beach themed, also based on the name. It is very gorgeous, lightest to dark, pretty much ombre. Looking inside, we have 7 shimmers and 1 matte, so I would definitely dub this palette a dependent palette. My favorite shade in this palette is Double Dip right here. If I just swipe my finger across, you can see one swipe gives you so much pigmentation. Although this palette, you cannot create a look with it on its own based on my personal way of creating looks, it is gorgeous and it is a must-have, especially if you're into creating blue looks or you're just looking for a neutral, earthy toned shimmer. This palette just has the perfect combination of both. It has naturals with a pop of color. I really enjoyed this. This is more of a high-end palette considering the price and the brand Urban Decay on its own, but it is definitely worth the buy. We have the Tarte Clay Play Face Palette. That's a tongue twister, I can't even get that out once. Right off the bat, packaging, super important to me, and they nailed this packaging. It is so adorable. I wish I kept the box for this, and I'm so mad at myself that I did not keep the box for this because honestly, this packaging is just gorgeous. It's a mixture of a printed matte and then gold chrome through. And I could just stare at this for hours. It is one of my favorite packaging on the palettes. Opening it up, we have a very shiny gold inside. And as you can see, all the colors are pretty neutral, which is why this is one of my favorite palettes, and this is the neutral palette I always reach for. We have 9 eyeshadows and 3 bronzers, and all of them are mattes. There is no shimmer in this palette. A totally independent palette, especially if you're going for a more natural eye look. I definitely reach for this palette during the school week, or if I'm just going somewhere that doesn't really require a more done up look per se, or is more fit for a natural tone. Definitely one of the brands that I do personally reach for. The Amazon Clay foundation is definitely one of my reach for holy grail foundations that I will never give up, and I will keep buying that foundation until they stop making it. Moving on to the last palette, and why I kept it for last is because this is my, without a doubt, favorite brand. I will never doubt anything this brand does. It is amazing, and I will always look at it on the highest pedestal. It has the first palette I ever bought, the first real lipstick that I ever bought. It's just such a staple in my makeup routine, and such a staple in so many people's makeup routines, that it's just stunning. And this brand is the one and only Too Faced. I know this is one of the more recent palettes from Too Faced. Trust me, I have all the chocolate bars. I have all of their holiday palettes. I'm obsessed with Too Faced. So I wanted to feature one of the more recent ones because it is one of my higher Too Faced palettes, especially because it is so different from what they have done previously. And that is the Too Faced Lysa Festival limited edition palette. Opening it up, we see a holographic inside. Too Faced has faced a lot of heat based on the quality of some of their eyeshadows and inconsistency. And to be honest with you, I have never received an inconsistent palette, and their quality has been very, very well done through every palette I received. And I will say that this palette is one of the best quality metallics from Too Faced that I've ever seen. A dusk teal dawn. I'm just going to rub it right on my arm. And this is the metallic blue all the way at the bottom. It's just, they're so good. I really can't say enough good things about this palette. It's gorgeous through and through. It's very versatile with the colors. So that was all the palettes I have for you guys today. I really hope you enjoyed this first video. I hope you enjoyed getting to know a little bit more about my makeup personality, so to say, what I enjoy, the brands that I love. I'm sorry, but this highlight, Also, this highlight is Anastasia, totally forgot the name of it. I think it's Dream something. It's the newest glow kit, and I'm obsessed with their highlighters. It is truly stunning. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure you comment if you saw one of your favorite palettes, or you want me to do something else with these palettes, because I will be trying to continue consistent uploads at least once a week throughout my YouTube career. And please make sure to subscribe if you liked anything you saw today, or if you just want to see more from me, and make sure you hit that like button if you liked what you saw. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you all next time. Bye!